Hello, welcome to How to Play Qwixx Double Side A, game for 1 to 5 players. Now I have a confession. I know there's some sort of trade war between Germany and the United States, and I know I don't want to be a pirate. I know I want to spend money and give it to NSV because they have, honestly, some games that I'd want to buy. But for some reason they're charging a COVID-19 surcharge, and they're charging $100 just to ship it to the United States. So if you buy $45 of games, it's going to cost you $145 to ship. And normally that's something I would go ahead and just pay, but that's $100. I'm not doing that. Hate to be that way, but it's basically forced me to just do this on paper. So this game is going to be just like standard Qwixx, except you're going to have some boxes underneath each of the numbers. And just like standard Qwixx, once you cross off a number, every number to the left is going to become ineligible, including the boxes that are underneath them. So I'll go ahead and show you a quick example. First, we have a public 4, that's the 2 white dice combined. Everybody can take that number. But then you have a private number which only the roller can take, and in this solitaire game it's going to be taking both the public and the private. So I'll go ahead and I'll take that public 4 on red and the private 5 on red. That means the 3 and the 2 become ineligible, and the boxes for 3 and 2 become ineligible. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross those out. Now, if I get another 4, which I have a public 4 here, I'm going to take that on the box, and I didn't see anything else I wanted. So I can do it on the box and then do the private number. But I didn't see anything there. And so that's what you're allowed to do. If the number on top is available, then you first cross the number on top. That means the box underneath that number will be the next one available for you to take. So really, really simple rule change. And instead of having 5 X's to lock out the color, you need 7. And of course the game ends the same way as standard Qwixx. Once 2 colors are locked out, the game is over. Or once somebody has had 4 forfeits, the game is over. Now, same as standard Qwixx, forfeits only happen when it's your turn. You don't take forfeits when it's not your turn. But you're allowed to play this game when it's not your turn. The public number is for everybody. Sometimes the public number can be used by you, other times it can't. That's one of the things that I really liked about Qwixx, the original Qwixx, and pretty much all the other implementations, is that you don't have to wait your turn. Every move has something for you. I really like that mechanic. That means there's less waiting. It's something I really want other games to explore more often, and it doesn't seem like that's always the case. Seems like turn waiting has always been a thing. So there's our first forfeit that was taken. You can take a forfeit if there's no number that you want to take, or there's no number that you can take. So it's either impossible or you just prefer not to. And it keeps going like that until you have 4 forfeits, then the game will end. So now I'm just taking private numbers. As long as you get a private number or a public number crossed, you don't have to take a forfeit. There I didn't have anything I could cross, so I went ahead and took a forfeit. So now I have an 8, that's public, and I'll take that 8. And then I'll do the private, so what was that? The private 9 on green. And so we'll just keep going on. We have a public 8 now, so we combine those private numbers to get the second X, and we just keep going. Really simple game, interesting new score sheet. Side B is pretty much similar to this. Some of the numbers will have a means for you to get 2 X's on it instead of 1 each time. So real interesting. We'll do that one pretty soon. The rule books are available on the NSV website. I linked to them in the description. Pretty interesting game. If you're a fan of Qwixx, I think you might like it. If you've never played Qwixx before, I recommend playing the standard game first. Or you can just jump into this one. It really is not that much different than standard Qwixx. Standard Qwixx is a lot of fun, and if you don't have a printer but you have some crayons, you pretty much own the game if you have 6 different colored dice and 2 white dice, or 2 dice of the same color. It can work out. It's just one of those games that I fell in love with because it felt like a classic game. It felt like a game that should have been 100 years old, and you're surprised to find out just this past year it turned 10 years old. In Germany, at least. In the United States, it's only 8 years. I think it's been here for about 8 years. Real interesting game. Would like to see more like it. And we'll cover some other Qwixxes on here in the future. I think other channels have. I just mainly focused on stuff that nobody else has covered. But this new Qwixx came out. I wanted to try it, so I said, well, why don't we just shoot a video and let everybody else see it? And it gives me a chance to do something goofy like handwrite a score sheet instead of printing one off on MS Paint. So now I've locked out the green row. I've managed to have 7 X's. I took the 2, which is the locking color. I scored 91 points on that row, and I just keep going. We have 3 forfeits, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. There's the end of the game. There's the 4th forfeit. And now we just tabulate our score, and we're going to do the sum total. It's going to be all those combined. Now, I should not be doing arithmetic in front of you. If I make a mistake, you'll make fun of me, and that's perfectly deserved. But I got a 227 point total. So if you want to play this game in public, come to our subreddit, Card Game Meetups. Do click under the show more to see every pertinent link, including music and other game channels that I enjoy. And you'll see a link to Card Game Meetups, as well as a Discord channel where we talk about card games, dice games, all day, every day. If you're a musician, you have instrumental music that you would like us to cover, go ahead and send us a comment, a link to your video or of your music. And do like and subscribe. Once we get 1,000 members, we will have a functioning democracy where we vote on what games I should cover in the future, or you can leave your suggestions on there. And also, if you know anybody in your family that loves playing card games, maybe an older person, doesn't know how to use the internet very well or computers very well, do share these videos with them. Do send them. Have them teach them how to like and subscribe, and let them comment what games they'd like me to cover in the future. If they know anything that's not very rare games, or games that maybe they only played for a while and nobody else knows about. And I want to thank today's musician, YIP Music. They only have 5 subscribers. They're somewhat a new channel. They do some original music, some original compositions. So do check out their channel. They provide the music today, and they definitely deserve some more viewers. So I'll do that, and I'll see you next video.